I'm an energy medicine practitioner, which means a lot of things because I've collected modalities for decades and really was brought in to the ministry training program through Center for Sacred Studies because I wanted to be able to hold a really safe container that was grounded in the spiritual knowing, but that still had a deep understanding and rootedness that could help my clients feel safe. So with my modalities of energy medicine and even body work or working with belief system, I wanted it to be rooted, grounded, and safe. So when I graduated as a ordained minister, I wanted to stay connected because I love the community of CSS so much. So I continued with the Stargate program and became a mentor for students in the MTP program, which has been a really, really beautiful experience. I enrolled in the ministry training program because as an energy worker and practitioner and somebody who holds really challenging and intense processes for people, I wanted to have like a really grounded and safe container for people to do that work where they felt safe and where they could really connect to not just their own process, but to a expanded sense of awareness that spirit was holding them and that they were always in the center. So this ministry training program helped me to build like a really safe, solid foundation rather than, some of the new age and new science kind of beliefs and philosophies are almost lacking in a foundation. Whereas going through this program really connects you to so many different layers of yourself and so many different layers of the process that you're able to hold that for others in a really simple, subtle yet profound way. So to become an ordained minister through the Center for Sacred Studies, we become the ceremony. We become the walking prayer. So it's not so much about what we do in the world, but who are we? Who do we become? And what is the prayer that we're bringing and living in everyday life? This is really the alchemy that happens through this ministry training program. Yeah, so walking through the ministry training program really builds as you move through each module. You're building on your own sense of self, your sense of knowing, and going through your own awakening process, learning the tools to really discover more of yourself and build more of a spiritual discipline and a spiritual foundation. So working through 2 years of these modules gives you all the tools that you need to not only work through your own process and your own awakening, but to help hold others through that process as well. A lot of folks might be drawn to this program because they feel a strong call, but wonder what they can do with it. And what I notice as a mentor is that it's so beautiful and so diverse because you get to discover what your ministry is about. And I had some mentees who brought their ministry to the darkest corners, working in the social services and in the jail systems. I had other mentees who really brought their ministry to their children, being a mother in homeschool programs, and was really called to the process of being a death doula, because we learn these sacred aspects of life and how we can hold a container or hold ceremony around them. Another mentee really brought his ministry to the earth, just working with plants and working with nature. So there's so many different ways that it can manifest depending on what calls your heart forward, and you get to learn all of the tools so you can discover that. It's really a discovery process as we move through the program. So through this process, we become ordained as ministers of walking prayer. And to be a walking prayer is to be a living prayer. It's a way of being in the world, bringing that essence to every day. So it's not a ritual you go do or a ceremony that you perform, but it's really becoming the prayer so that you can bring that to all aspects of your life, personal, your family, your community, and to the world. Becoming a minister of walking prayer has led me with more confidence and more grace into deeper work. So the work that I've already been doing, really deep work with energy medicine, with body work, with breath work facilitation, this ministry has brought in this flame, the sacred flame, where I bring the heart, which is the altar, to all of my work. And I can really bow down to the heart as I am in service in all of the other modalities that I work with. So being the medicine, becoming the medicine, becoming the prayer is how this ministry has really served me, and through me served everyone that I am so privileged to work with. We are absolutely living in a time of awakening. We're shifting consciousness. We're waking up on a personal level. We're waking up on a collective level. This ministry training program gives us the tools to help birth this new experience, this new paradigm. And it's really helping those people and our collective and communities through the awakening process. That's how this community began, was with the awakening process. And it's just keeps happening. It's like dominoes. One person awakens, the community awakens, and hopefully our world can awaken and we can have more experiences in this deep connection to spirit and to the earth and to each other. I think what's really been supportive to my journey is being able to lean into community and powerful and humble teachers. And gratefully, the people that step forward in the ministry training program are that beautiful, humble, but connected teachers. And that's what I feel most drawn to with all of the work that I continue to play with and explore and bring to my clients. We're living in some really wild times. So I think it's really important that we all pay attention to the heart and to the callings of the heart. And if you're being called to be in service, then that is a huge gift to your community. It's a huge gift to the planet. So right now, more than anything, listen to your heart, follow your heart. As Grandma Aggie would always say, take that 10-inch journey from the head into the heart and live your life from there. That's the most powerful thing you can do. Yeah, if you're thinking about this ministry training program, I would just really touch base with, how does it feel in your heart? How can you bring this ministry forward? It's going to be a mystery as you move through the experience, but how does it feel for you? And if you're feeling called, please check it out, ask questions and follow your own prayer, follow your guidance. And if you're able to experience this, it's truly a beautiful experience.